The new Portland Timbers signings of Kristoffer Velde and Felipe Carballo were training with the Portland Timbers today, primarily on the side. If all goes to plan, they should be able to talk to media and be officially released by Thursday. Phil Neville, first question I asked him, if they are ready to go on Saturday against FC Cincinnati.
Yeah, fitness-wise, they're fine. I think with them two, I think as soon as they get the visa, they're ready to go. Spoke to them both this morning. Spoke to them both over the weekend. I think they're both coming out of intense periods of training. Kristoffer has got some pre-season games under his belt to a high level. So the thing that they need to just be, get the visa, the medicals out the way, everything's agreed, and they're good to go.
Velde, a DP signing for a reported fee around $6 million, is looking to be a building block for the Portland Timbers for the distant future. That's what Phil Neville said about him being the man.
Kristoffer has got this aura about him that he wants to be the man, and I think this club is ready to have somebody that wants to be the man, and we're excited to get them going. The adaptation period is in January, not in August. We've got 8 games left. There's no adaptation period. It's get out there and play, get out there and perform, get out there and win us games. There are obviously going to be things that are different for him and for us with this player, but we haven't got time to wait around. We haven't got time. We've got to the next 7 to 10 days. We've got to get our principles inside him. We've got to get him some repetitions with the team.
It brings up the next question. With Anthony, of course, a starter in this team, back from hamstring injury after 2 months. Which side does Velde play on, and which side does Anthony play on, considering the Brazilian winger has had his best season of his career playing off the left in 2025?
He's equally as effective on both sides. He's scored most of his goals. Probably the most prolific part of his career has been played. He scored when he was playing on the right-hand side, so I think we've got a multifunctional player. And we have the same with Anthony as well. He's probably more favoured to the left-hand side, but he's had some outstanding performances on the right, like against Club America. So we've got a full sort of like we've got a full roster of players that can be adaptable within our system.
Felipe Carballo could be in the long-term plans of the Timbers, but for the immediate future, he is simply on loan with a buy option that is still unknown. If he is to stick around for the Portland Timbers in 2026 and beyond, I believe it would be under the DP classification, something he was under on loan last year with the New York Red Bulls as they went all the way to MLS Cup. Like previous signings, there's some confusion on how to say his name. I believe it is Carballo. I was listening to some media from the New York Red Bulls and broadcasters announcing his goals, and that's how he said it, but we'll get 100% confirmation when he speaks to media on Thursday.
The first thing that strikes you about them both is their experience. They're men, and in a team of relatively young players, kids who are just learning probably how to be a professional footballers. We've got 2 players that have come in that are men. They don't need telling too much. Felipe, obviously, I've spoke to Lewis Morgan at New York Red Bulls, who just said we're getting an absolute gem. He was a player that I had into Miami, and he was raving about him as a person. And my first impression is that he's right. Great character, quiet, unassuming, but just does his job.
This morning, the sale of former Timbers winger Santiago Moreno was finalized. He is now a Fluminense player for a reported fee of around $5 to $6 million. With Moreno departing and only 9 days left in the window, the Timbers have a U22 slot available. They have filled it in the past by bringing in young players that have gone on to blossom in the future, like Juan Mascara, Finn Sermon, and back in 2021, Santiago Moreno. Will the Timbers do that again in 2025?
We're working a lot. Ned and the recruitment team are doing a fantastic job. I think hopefully we'll have some good news. We're chasing a couple of candidates, a couple of players that we're interested in. We feel like we've got a really good squad now with depth. We've got Harry did a fantastic job the last 3 or 4 weeks. Elmir Fernandez has come in and done really good work for us, and we've got Anthony, we've got Da Costa, we've got Velde, so we're really stacked in those positions, but we're looking for quality. We've got a spot there open for quality player, and if the right player comes about, then Ned's going to deliver that play for us.
I asked Timbers winger Anthony about Moreno and Evander in an exclusive Q&A I had with him, which will be up later today on the Timber Review Patreon. Be sure to be a subscriber over there to check that out. But on Evander, he said he hasn't reached out to him yet as he makes his return to Providence Park on Saturday, but he's planning to this week and talked very highly of the former Timbers attacking midfielder. It is a huge week for the Portland Timbers. Of course, Cincinnati on Saturday, one of the top teams in MLS, and Evander returning. 2 new signings through the door in Felipe Carballo and Kristoffer Velde, and maybe a new arrival on the way as well after the departure of Santiago Moreno. I'll have another update from practice on Thursday, but for now, be sure to check out the Timber Review podcast and the bonus podcast coming out tomorrow morning as we break all of this down.